Hello again, YouTube. Welcome back, Budget EDC 101. Today's another flashlight review, an EDC light. This is marketed as just a light for mechanics, but I dare say it's a pretty darn good EDC light. If you don't want something too bright. Now, if you want something extremely bright that's going to blind your enemies, this is not it. If you want something that's going to help you find your keys, a good almost like inspection light. I think this is pretty darn good, and modders rejoice because it's pretty darn easy to mod too. I have taken this out of the package. I just slipped it back in for the sake of intros, but let's take a look at a few of the specs, shall we? All right, 16 meter beam distance, 13 lumens, 15 hours runtime. I will say probably more like 15, just judging by some other flashlights that I have. 15 hours. Yeah, I'll give it that. I keep all my packaging, guys. It's not like I just bought this and now I'm reviewing it like I've owned it forever. I keep packages until I review them, especially. This runs on 2 AAA alkaline batteries. The ones that were included sucked. So they sucked. So what do? I put in batteries that come 4 for $1 from Dollar Tree. Sunbeam alkalines. I pretty much pay $1 for all my batteries. 4 for $1, either from Ingles when they run the Rayovac Maximum Plus batteries on sale, to the ones from Dollar Tree. Yeah, we'll set that aside for now. See if there's any more useful information on the back. No, compact design, fits easily in sleeve or shirt pocket. Mixing all the new batteries, blah, 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 blah. We don't need to know any of that. We already know it. We all carry flashlights from time to time. Let's get down to it. All right, just what I liked about it. Just a really sturdy built flashlight. Feels really good in the hand. I like the tail click that is protected. These little studs around the edge. Also kind of like how it looks. It's kind of a cool looking flashlight. Pretty nice to hold. My light's in here is so bright you can't really see the beam, but that's a pretty nice beam. It's got a really nice hotspot on it. But I did notice that the farther away you get, there's a little dead zone in that hotspot. So this is made for kind of up close. It's excellent in the car. That's actually where I keep this. I keep this in my car. Just the one single mode with the tail click switch. And you have a pocket clip. I feel like it would be easy to overextend this and render it useless. But you can take it off. It's just a pain in the tush, and I'm not going to take it off. Let's take it apart though. Like I said, modders rejoice. Has an O-ring on this end. Drop these batteries out. And then this end comes off, but there's no O-ring anywhere. So my suggestion would be put an O-ring on here. Give you a little more water resistance. The other thing is there's no O-ring up here either. So you could water seal this relatively easily, but no thanks. One thing I have done to mod this, just because mine was a little interesting, the center point down here where the batteries touch started out just as being flat. This is just the back of the driver. And the batteries weren't always making contact. There was a little bit of a rattle. So I took this out and flowed some solder onto it, and just like a bubble up of solder. Made sure I didn't get any on the outside, because that's your negative, your ground. Put it back in, suck the batteries back in. Very little rattle now. You have to pretty much shake it really hard to rattle it. And it works fine. I've had no issues whatsoever out of this light since I did that. So yeah, I actually really like this. It's an extremely cheap light. It is $5. Brand new, $4.99 maybe, something like that. But I've just found it really useful, and the build quality, like I said, I would not be scared if I dropped this light. Not only because of the price, because if I broke it, I definitely wouldn't cry at this price unless it was, my favorite light because it did exactly what I needed it to do for every task. But yeah. I think it would handle the impact. The front is sort of protected by these little standoffs too, so I don't really see any problems. The one thing I will say, yeah, like I said, the hotspot having that dark center to it when it gets farther away. It's a slightly cool light, as you can tell here. I think kind of cool compared to everything else. See, yeah, it's too bright to really get it. If you're in a brightly lit area, I hope you don't need a flashlight. But if you did, this would not be your light. Like I said, it's just meant to be an inspection light, and it does that very well. The two gripes that I do have are that hotspot being relatively small, and then no O-rings, no sealing, just sealing back here, but none up here. And as I said, this would be relatively easy to mod. I took all that apart and did that in no time. We're talking 5 minutes after the soldering iron heated up. Still a little bit of battery rattle. That would be my other gripe. But no problems whatsoever with the light going out. None at all. The driver seems to be relatively decent too. Being a solid chunk of metal, the heat dissipation is pretty good. This does not even get warm to the touch really when you're using it. Maybe if you ran it for an extremely long time. But yeah, it would easily fit in the pocket. It's a little beefy for 2 AAA batteries, but hey, if you need the build quality, go for it. I think it works great as a mechanic's flashlight. Again, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on Facebook and Tumblr, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.